What's up everybody, you know who it is. I'm back and this week I'm doing a haul video from Sally's Beauty Supply. And I have a very huge bag because I spent way more money than I meant to, but it is what it is. As y'all know, I've been trying to decide on a new hair color for this summer, and I asked you all to vote on either this Rihanna reddish color, kind of orangish, whatever, or this Kylie Jenner bluish turquoise color. And the votes are in, and I have decided to do this color by Sizzling, which is completely different, but I can change my mind, right? It's actually kind of close to the Rihanna color, but instead of doing the Rihanna red, I decided I really wanted something more orange anyway. So I found this picture of Sizzling, I think is how you pronounce her name. I love her hair. Her hair is so big and so full, and I wish my hair was like that. But whatever, I love her color. She dyed her hair orange, I think like this year. And I loved it, so I found it. I googled her, and I found a interview she did with Vogue about her hair color and how she did it. So I went out to Sally's and tried to figure out how I can get my hair the same color. I don't know what products she used exactly because she didn't give like any name brands. So I just kind of had to wing it, and hopefully my hair doesn't fall out, and hopefully I don't look crazy. I'm not going to dye it today because I have work tomorrow, and I like to give myself at least one extra day to fix any catastrophe that could possibly happen after this. So I'll probably do it this weekend. But first up, I got this mixing bowl for my hair dye, which I kind of feel like it's too small because I bought a lot of hair dye because I want to dye both my hair to wear like some natural styles, and I also want to dye my weave in case I want to throw a wig on and, you know, look extra glammed up. I plan on making a wig with my her hair company hair, so stay tuned for that, and I'll also dye that hair before I make the wig. So I just have a bunch of videos coming up all surrounding this one color, so stay tuned. I also got this Velcro closure shampoo cape because I don't want to mess up any of my towels. I have maybe a couple of shirts I wouldn't care about getting dye on, but why not just buy a cape and not have to worry about that? So I got that. I got a hair pick. This has nothing to do with dyeing your hair, but my hair is kind of fine and thin, so I want to be able to tease it up and make it bigger and get more of that scissor kind of look. So got my Black Fist Afro pick. I got reusable black latex gloves because of course you want to protect your hands, and I didn't want to buy the cheap ones and because they cost more, and I can use these over and over because I'll be dyeing my hair, and then later I'll be dyeing the weave, and who knows what else I'll be dyeing. So it's good to have reusable gloves, and they were cheap. I got this little whisk which I will use to mix my color. Clearly I was just buying, like, you don't have to buy a whisk to mix your dye, you can use your brush or whatever, but I just feel like spending money, I guess. Like, I cannot leave the house without buying a bunch of stuff I really don't need. But I guess, I mean, it's useful. You can mix your different colors with that. The Aphogee two-step protein treatment and the balancing moisturizer, because I've already colored my hair a few times before, I think last year, and then sometimes before that. I still have color on my ends, so I want to make sure that, you know, I follow it up with a nice protein treatment to kind of protect my hair for breakage. Now let's get to the actual coloring stuff. I got Clairol's BW2 bleach. I've never used, well, I've used bleach before, but it's been like the booster in the box. I feel like they say booster because they don't want to tell you that you're bleaching your hair, but you're really bleaching your hair and damaging it, so they call it a booster. But those little packs with the white powder, I'm pretty sure that's bleach. So I've done that before, but I've never just bought like a container of bleach and, you know, mixed it. So we'll see how this goes. I got the Salon Care 30 volume developer. I wasn't sure if I should get 30 or 40. I've used 30 before. 20 is usually what's in a box, and I know that's not enough. 30 I've used before, and you can actually check out my blog. And did I do a video on it? No, but if you check out my blog, I did a video on when I dyed my hair. It could have been last summer. It had to be the summer before last. But I dyed my hair and I used a 30 volume developer with a box color. Like, I didn't use the developer in the box. I just bought the 30 developer and mixed it in. But it did give my hair, I guess, a little bit of a boost, but it still wasn't really the color as bright as I wanted it to be. and I was gonna get the 40 to like boost it up some more, but since I have bleach, I figured like that's just too much, so I did the 30. And I know SZA did the 30 developer too. So next I got a bunch of color, because for one, every time I get like 2 boxes of color, it's like just barely enough, so I want to make sure I have a lot. So I bought 6 boxes, because not only am I dyeing my hair, but I'm dyeing my weave at some point. So, and I have like 4 packs of that, and that's a lot of hair. But so I bought 3 different colors, just like SZA did, but she used, I can't remember what color she said she used, but I couldn't find those colors, so I just kind of eyed it and got as close to the color as I could. So the color that really looked like her hair color was this Sizzling Copper. The box doesn't really show you much, but it's kind of like more that orange tint that she has. It's the brightest color that I bought. But because I don't want it to be so bright and brassy looking and, you know, just a mess, I got like some other colors to tone it down, which I think is the same thing that she did. So I got this Red Fire, which is a cute red color, but it's not like clown red. It's kind of a... I don't know. It was right next to the Sizzling Copper, so it's kind of like in the same family. They aren't too far apart. This is just a little darker. And I also bought... Oops. I also bought just plain copper because it's copper. Like, that's the color I actually wanted. And it's similar to... I think the difference between the copper and the Sizzling Copper was that the Sizzling Copper was a little lighter, I guess. I can't really remember, and like I said, the boxes don't really show you anything. So these are the 3 colors that I will be mixing together, and they are by L'Oreal Technique. HiColor highlights for dark hair only. So I'm thinking this could work out. Yeah. So like I said, I got 6 boxes of those, so I got 2 of each color. So it's color for the weave. And of course I got a brush to apply the color. And I think that's it as far as dyeing my hair. Now, it wouldn't be me if I went to the store, any store, and bought exactly what was on my list, and just exactly what was on my list. So of course I bought some other stuff. I finally got my wax former from back home, so I bought some wax for it. And this is by Suddenly Smooth. I got the pink one, and this is for thick, coarse, or curly hair. So I'm thinking this is probably good for, you know, body hair. I think I might do a video on, you know, how I wax myself, or how I have waxed myself and learned my lessons, but that's a story for another day. I also got the purple one, and this is for fine to coarse hair, so I guess this is something you would use more on your face. Right? Yeah, so I'll probably use this one for my face, and this one for like everywhere else. I have the little applicator sticks for waxing my eyebrows, because my eyebrows really need to be waxed. And finally I got wax residue remover. A word of advice: do not buy wax and a wax warmer and try to wax yourself and not buy wax remover. You will regret it. Like, always get the wax remover. I've never tried this one. I usually use Gigi's wax off, and it's more of a cream, whereas this is like an oil, and it almost looks like water because it's really runny, which makes me nervous. So I don't know how well this one works, but the Gigi wax off works really well, so make sure you get that. You might think you can use like baby oil or something. I've even used oil sheen to try to remove wax. It's not the same. Like, get the real stuff. So that's all I got for this haul. Like I said, I'm not dyeing my hair right away. I'll probably do it this weekend, maybe next week, but I'm aiming for this weekend. I'm really nervous because, like, the only thing about dyeing my hair means that it's going to be so hard to find weaves that match. But I'm taking comfort in the fact that I do have my virgin hair from Hair Fleek and from her hair company, so I can dye those if I want to match my hair, and hopefully they'll match. So that makes me feel a little better. But hair dye is just such high maintenance, and I do not do high maintenance hairstyles. But we'll see, and hopefully I like it and everything comes out right. But you all will see all of it because I'll do a whole tutorial on how I dye my hair. So thank you for watching. Make sure you check out my last vlog, part 1 of my trip to Austin. Part 2 is coming soon, hopefully this week. I've been kind of lazy and slacking on the editing. Check that out. Thank you for watching this one, and make sure you subscribe.